Okay, and this one. So guys, so we had a very, very good, grown, and sexy time at Lisa Love and Friends on Thursday from 8 to 12. So this show is going to be dedicated to, I'm going to be asking for lots of feedback about stuff. So I'm going to be asking questions, and I would love for you to go to either my Instagram, go to Facebook and inbox me. You can even email me at Lisa Love Projects with an S at gmail.com. I really want to hear a lot back. I know people are a little nervous about calling in on the show, but I really want good feedback. So give us a second. You want me to get on first? Okay. Get it going. So those of you who are listening in on through the link through the website, we're here just experiencing a little technical. Okay, and we'll get it going for you. I wonder if it's gonna. Okay, I'm saying resume. Okay, so I hit resume, and so hopefully it just picks back up where it left off. And the controls are on the side, so of course, you know, if you press any of that, it's gonna go berserk. But guys, we're back. Just had a little technical difficulty there. So I was saying that we had a wonderful time. So may I share? Okay, so you're my love bugs. Okay, you should know that by now. We've been going strong. It's almost a year next month, and so I want to tell you something. It's between us. Okay, so at the event, let me tell you what came up. What came up was those places where it's like an adult place you go and adults are doing adult things. So I've decided that I want to go. Hold on. Hold your horses. I am always invited to these sexy places. Always. I'm going to be honest. I'm always invited. I don't know if it's the poetry. People just think I'm freaky. I don't know. But I always get these invitations. Well, people know that I'm not scared to go places, and you know, I'm just not. I'm comfortable in most environments, but I get invited, but I say no. I'm going to tell you why. The reason I say no is because, as curious as I am, and can we all be honest, we're adults here, aren't you curious? Like, what the hell goes on in these places? Who's there? Like, what's happening, right? These places where grown-ups go to hang out with grown-ups and sometimes do grown-up things. That's how I'll say it. Well, anyway, I decided I am gonna go and put on my big girl panties, and I'm gonna go, and I'm going on a mission to see what the hell's going on, and then I'm gonna report back to y'all. But the reason why I've said no is because my biggest fear is going into these places, and okay, a couple of things. My biggest fear is somebody touching on me that I don't want touching on me, and I feel like I'm coming into your turf. So I can't come into your turf and tell you, don't touch me, don't, you know. So I was like, but people always say, no, it's not like that. You know, it's mature people. We have an understanding. You can, you know, kind of just walk. They know that people come to kind of just look and see. So it's all good. So, okay, hit me in the inbox on Facebook. Hit me in the DMs on Instagram. It's Let Me Lisa Love You with the letter U. Let Me Lisa Love You. That's Instagram. Hit me in the DM if you know of a place, if you want to recommend a place. It came up at the event, so we have a couple ideas. But you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go see what's going down in these places. Hello. So, and I will come back. And so this is Operation what? Operation check it out. I don't know, but I'm going to go see. I'm going to come back. I'm going to report back. So I just wanted to say shout out to everybody who was at the event. It was really sexy. It was really grown. It was really real. And we just had a good time. So they say Thursday. You know, a few people came in on Thursday. They're like, yeah, I don't know about that Thursday. So when I regroup and come back again, and I'm probably not going to do another conversation party till 2019. So that was it, y'all. Y'all should have been there if you missed it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start mapping out my 2019. And we're going to try to do some Fridays, some Saturdays and stuff like that. I've done a daytime thing, but this time kind of conversation. I mean, I think that could fly, but I feel people are comfortable moving late at night. Don't say anything about the freaks come out at night. I know somebody was thinking it. So listen up. It's your girl Lisa Love on the It's All Love with Lisa Love show. Let me go ahead and make a few announcements. Again, I have a few things to share with you before we welcome Deordra Dee Adams. I also have some people in queue who are expecting a call from me. So if you are tuning in right now, just know that I may or may not get to those calls, but I certainly do appreciate you because I love to hear from the love bugs. So November, guys. November makes a year. Wow. It's All Love with Lisa Love has been going strong for 1 year as of Thanksgiving, December 2018. This year would make 1 year. So at some point in November, it really is up in the air. I really have to find a cool little spot. We may just meet up. We may, I may just get a table somewhere. I'm just kind of toying around with that. Again, I told you I would be asking for lots of feedback. So one thing I already asked about was the day and time of events for me, the preferred day and time of events. So you're gonna have a lot of homework once this episode is over. The next thing I asked about was so November is our 1 year mark. I'll go ahead and take suggestions about, where you guys might want to meet up and celebrate. I'm inviting anybody who's ever been on the show, and we've had really cool people on the show. I'm inviting anybody who's ever called in and just talked to us or let us call you. And of course, I'm inviting listeners, people who tune in on Facebook Live, people who tune in on www.gmtradio.com podcast, who go through the trouble of doing that, mind you. I really, really do appreciate if that's how you listen to us. But yeah, everyone will be invited, and we're gonna have us a funky good time. So I'm taking suggestions for that. So I'll put that down. Location of 1 year celebration. You had lots of homework, and I'm making a note. You're gonna have lots of homework. Okay, so another thing. So that's November. Another thing, December 1st. I consider December 1st our new year, just so you know. So, we're going to celebrate the 1 year mark or whatever, November, Thanksgiving-ish kind of time. And so, that's the end of that year. So for us, we are saying our new year is December 1st, which is really pretty cool because I'm a really super big holiday person. And then, of course, we have January holidays rolling in. So it's, the actual new year rolling in. But I think, we're going to be cool with ours, and we're going to declare December 1st as our new year. And with that being said, I really would like to extend an invitation for you to get on board. I don't take a lot of time trying to give people permission to be bold, but I do know sometimes you need someone to give you that permission. I've learned the hard way that don't wait for permission to be bold in the things that you love to do and the things that you like doing and the things that you're interested in. But I'm going to pause because I'm Lisa Love, and that's what I'm all about. Let me Lisa Love you. And invite you. You kind of tuned in once or twice. You kind of caught a Facebook Live post. You saw somebody post something. You saw somebody who was tagged, and you thought to yourself, man, I should probably advertise with them. Man, I should probably get on that show. You know what? I have an idea for a segment. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to say it often, but periodically as I'm led, I will. I'm inviting you to consider how to get on board. So I have been actively seeking a replacement sports correspondent, and actually sent a message to someone about advertising, getting involved, coming to an event or something like that. And I mentioned that I would love to see you get on board as a sports correspondent. And he wrote back, intrigued. So I don't know, maybe by December 1st we'll have that sports correspondent. They're already like neck deep in sports. They're already out there on the airways, and I'm just asking them to add us to their lineup. And so I feel like he said he's intrigued, so that's a good sign. So y'all wish me luck on that. So we'll try to get him on board with us. And so I'm just inviting you to think about what you might want to do. We have a health and fitness person that we're looking at. Also, there's a women's boxing business, studio, gym. I don't really know what to call it. It's really like this little trendy spot. And I remember when this sister opened up, And she's going to be coming in for an interview. Actually, she's one of my calls. I hope she's available today for the call. But she may want to do the health and fit. I'm not sure, but it's out there. It's an opportunity. We just need someone giving us regular tips, practical tips that, you know, regular folk can do to the road to being healthy. So again, December 1st is our new year, and I won't do this a lot because something in you, when you know you got something in you is just gonna have to thrust you forward. But I do recognize that sometimes a little nudge to say get on board, and that little nudge of permission does set people free. So I'm trying to love on you and tell you that thing you've been sitting on, that thing you've been thinking about, go ahead and let's make something happen. So is that number 3? That's number 3. Day and time of events. Number 2 is location of the 1-year celebration. Again, I told you you're gonna have a lot of homework. So this number 3 is get on board. Whatever your idea, your feedback, things like that, I want to hear it. And when you share that, also, if you've heard an episode, I'd like to know your favorite aspect of the show. You know, we always talk about the fact that we're going to be entertaining and informative, and we cover the people, places, and things we love. Gives us broad range to just talk about a whole bunch of things. So I want to know your favorite aspect of the show, and then anything you might want to change about the show, because guess what? December 1st is our new year. Hello. December 1st is our new year. We want to be bigger. We want to be better. We want to be stronger. We want to be sexier. You know, we want to be better. I said there's always room for better. So help us to be better by giving us that valuable feedback. Okay, so another thing. Hold up. I want to pause because I told you guys, I don't think we were on the podcast yet when I said it earlier, but I took myself on a date because I needed it. Hello. And I went to see Night School, which was funny. It was real good. I went to see Night School, and by myself. Hello. Grown and sexy, all by myself. And people were looking like, where your man at? And I looked like, I don't know yet. But anyway, I got the little snack pack, which is really reasonable, because, you know, you have to take out a small loan to go to the movies these days. But anyway, I got the little snack pack, popcorn, a little snack, a little drink. And so, this is my little snack from the movie. I like these. Okay. So, that's that. So, the movie was good. Go see Night School. It was good. And many of you may know, some of you don't. But my daytime gig is like with families. My background is in education. Went to school to be a high school math teacher. Did that for a little bit. But I think I better serve people outside of the classroom, like outside of the four walls, so to speak, because I'm still in schools, but not in a traditional sense. Night School had a powerful message. I was digging the message. It was funny. You were ha-ha he-heing. But then, you know, if you really were paying attention, it hit you with a couple of little lessons. You know how movies do. That's a good movie. Well written. Funny. With a message. I love that. Okay, so, moving right along. December. That's our new year. December 1st. Figure out how you want to get on board. Email me at lisaloveprojects@gmail.com. Instagram. DM me. Let me Lisa love you, the letter U. I'm on Facebook. You can inbox me. Let me Lisa love you, YOU. Inbox me. You've been thinking about things, or you know somebody I should reach out to. Go ahead and get that to me. Now, I reached out to Showstopper Party Bus. You know, we had done some advertising for them last month, and I was very, very serious about securing the bus for lights. However, this is what I'm going to do. I have a tentative date out there. For December 8th. One second. I'm just confirming. Yeah, and that's a Saturday. I have a tentative date, meaning I could lose that date unless I put a deposit. Hello, somebody. But anyway, I want to fill that bus, but I'm really not. I'm not gonna make a move till you make a move. Okay, so it's like 16 to 18 folks can fit on there. I'm prepared to go ahead and provide some food. I'm prepared to go ahead and do the drinks, but I need to see some interest. I need to know that, okay, Lisa Love put that together. We're gonna make a move. And I think I'm gonna do seats. I was thinking $50 because you're gonna get a whole lot for that $50. And what we're gonna do is ride around the city and look at lights. And it's about 4 hours. We'll be together. Of course, you know I'm gonna be crazy as hell on the bus, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make sure we have some good food. We have my catering friends, so just know I may be calling you to hook us up with something good. And then we'll have drinks and things like that. And of course, everything will be included once you buy your ticket. All you have to do is show up in your sexy grown outfit and be ready to have a good time. The music gonna be lit. The vibe gonna be right. You know, I've never done this before, a party bus type thing, but I'm ready to go ahead and make something happen. I believe we can have a lot of fun. And also when I do events, it seems like the group is getting a little more intimate, and people always give that feedback, like when it is intimate, those who have been at both, like the larger crowd and the smaller crowd, they're like, I like it better this way anyway. Like, I wouldn't have said anything if it was a big crowd. I like it like this. So people let their hair down, they keep it all the way real and sexy, and we just have an awesome time. So what I need you to do, didn't I tell you this episode you're gonna have a lot of homework? So what you're talking to me about is that show. Is that event. And I promise you, I ain't making a move until people buy tickets. I'm not. That's just real talk right there. So, but you're gonna have to tell me, hey, Lise, you know what you're talking about with that. You know, let me know what to do. Boom, bam. Once I have a nice little solid thing, I'll go ahead and make something happen. So, so number 4 homework is the party bus. Keep in mind, the date is tentative for December 8th. I don't know how long I have. Maybe that should be one of my calls to ask the owner how long you giving me to secure that, because I need to get that bus if we're going to do that. So, so that's for the Christmas lights, because I love Christmas lights. And the first part of this show before Dee Adams comes on with the financial piece was I did want to dedicate some time to just something that I love. So I told you that this show, I was super swamped, had a lot going on and still do. So I said, well, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to share about? And I said, I'm just going to talk about something I love, because that's what the show is all about. And so it's all love with Lisa Love. As I said before, will always be entertaining, informative coverage of the people, places, and things that we love. And I thought about, like, why do I come here every Monday? Like, I thought that, and I'm just going to share. I know why I come, but I'm going to share it with you. And it's just, I love people. I love talking. I love sharing my ideas. I love what I'm doing. And most importantly, I see what this could become. So I see its potential. And so I'm committed to helping it to become that and inviting others to come with me. So that's what makes me come, because I love it, and I, Lisa, love you. And then, like I said, I wanted to talk about Christmas, because I love Christmas. Oh, I love the holidays. As a matter of fact, I will be hanging lights this month. I don't mean lights all outside full on Christmas. We just agreed in our house, with the things that we've overcome this year, we need a little early Christmas. So we're gonna do some lights and get some things going early. So, homework number 1, day and time of events that you prefer. Lisa, if you do something on a Friday night, I'm gonna be there, girl. You know, so let me know. Happy hour, I don't know. Talk to me. And the location of the 1-year celebration. I'm not even gonna lie. I could do a Red Rooster. I've been. Y'all remember I told y'all I hadn't been to Red Rooster? Me and my girl Susie Q, we went out to Red Rooster, man, and it was live. It was live at 5. I had a good time. The crowd was mature, you know. It was cool. It was cool. So the North one, aren't there 2 of them or something? Well, anyway, we went to the North one, and I had a good time. I wouldn't mind doing something there. You know, would y'all come that far? Cause see, y'all have a certain mile radius y'all go in Houston. So y'all gonna have to talk to me. Location of the 1-year celebration. We need to nail that down so I can start announcing it. And then I want you to get on board. I'm giving you permission to get on board with It's All Love with Lisa Love. You have ideas. You have, commentary. You have things that you want to put out there. You have products. You have a service. You need to advertise. You have music. Just a little thing we're doing the Kiss It or Miss It. And I'm actively inviting artists to go ahead and hit me up if you, so that's homework for some, not for everybody, but homework for some. So new music, so I don't have to worry about trying to get, all the legalities. If it's new music, original music to you, and you give me permission to play it, I'm good, and that's what I want. And basically, I feel like the show could use a little, a little music, a little, something extra there. Again, I say we're trying to get bigger and better and improve. And so I'm inviting you to do that. So we're working through the technical side of that. So what will happen now is if I do that, you guys who log into gmtradio.com/podcast, you will be able to hear the music, but then Facebook Live, you will not. So what I'm going to try to do is create a way that we can play it just kind of live in here, but we still, without compromising the quality, because it's already a kiss it or miss it, and we're not trying to thumbs down somebody because our sound quality was bad, but we want to give you a good clear crisp. Now if they sound quality bad, that's on them, and we just gonna diss it or whatever, we gonna miss it. But that's in the works, and just know that that's coming. So right now I'm making an active call for music. For that, I already have like lots of tracks in my box from various artists that I'm excited about putting out there and having on the show. Hello, opportunity is knocking. What else did I say I had to get on board? So I think I've covered everything as far as what we need to do. November marks 1 year. We need to celebrate. December 1st is our new year, and we're inviting you to consider how you want to get on board. Share with us your favorite aspect of the show, something we could get rid of, something we could do better. December 8th is a tentative date. Going to put out Showstopper Party Bus. We do have a pending hold, that we will lose if I don't hear from you. If you want to do lights with me, you want to have some good food. I know some good caterers in Houston who I know could hook us up. And like I said, I'm doing a $50 ticket. And then I talked to the team, and I think we said for couples, don't kill me. Y'all don't kill me. I think because 2 tickets would be 100. I think we dropping it down to 70 for the couple. So let me just put that down for somebody to kill me for saying the wrong thing. But I think that's what we said, because that's a $30 discount. I mean, $70. Go with your friend and just buy a couple tickets. There's only 18 seats on there. You better get your spot. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. So here's how you can contact me. Lisa Love Projects with an S at gmail.com. Instagram at Let Me Lisa Love You. You can DM me, Let Me Lisa Love You with the letter U. On Facebook, Let Me Lisa Love YOU. And you can inbox me. Also, that's the page. Let Me Lisa Love You is the page. The actual, my account or my Facebook profile, I don't know how to, so not the page, but that is I am Lisa Love, and so you can inbox that. I think you can message me on my page too. So, but either way, get in touch with your girl. So we're waiting for Deordra Dee Adams with our financial segment, and as we wait for her, y'all know how 5 o'clock is. I'm just going to share with you a few things. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. So this is actually a shawl. It's a shawl that you wear. Okay, you can wear it. But it's a bit granny. Come on in, Deordra Dee Adams. Come on in and get settled while we get ready to do your piece. How you doing today? Happy Monday. You good?
Yeah.
I educate financial solutions in the building. So it's a shawl, guys, but it looks a bit granny for me. So what I do with it is I kind of like drape it over things, or I just kind of make I do little staging things, because I sell Christmas stuff too, but that's a whole nother thing. Y'all don't need to know everything I do. Okay, so, but I'll use it for staging. Hey friends, I know y'all wondering, I thought she said she was going to call. I'm going to make one call before we hear from Deordra Dee Adams. And so I have these little things. I want to say I got these things from the dollar store. And it's cute little, or maybe not, maybe Walmart. I don't know. I just love Christmas stuff. Push on in, because we kind of going vertical today.
Okay.
And so 'tis the season to be jolly. So just cute little Christmas stuff. I hang this outside on the door. But I don't know, may go inside. And then I remember I told my friend I'll save that for last. And then this, I want to say I got from Walmart. Oh my God, the Christmas aisle is up at Walmart, y'all. Oh my God, Dee. Oh my I love the whole concept of angels. And you know what? I'm not going to bore you with a whole biblical lesson, but I do want to say this. I must tell you this about angels. I remember when I first learned this lesson, and it was so cool. Because I'm just, I'm keeping it real. And if you're going to know me for real, Lisa Love, you got to know all the inner workings. And so angels, usually, it's like a little baby, a little chubby baby with the little wings and all that, right? You know how angels are depicted. The fact of the matter is, biblically, angels are very big and strong. They're actually comparable to like warriors. And if you really are, my Bible scholars out there, when an angel appeared, people were afraid. And the angel would have to say, be not afraid. Because, they were literally afraid in the presence of an angel. And then even people love to talk about Sodom and Gomorrah and how God, we know the story and everything. But those angels were fine, okay? So, you don't hear people talk like that. But, I keep it all the way real. And if you know a little Bible, you know the story and all that kind of stuff. And it was a reason why the men were attracted to the angels. They weren't little chubby babies with little wings. They were strong, strapping creatures, if you will. Forgive me, y'all, I don't know what's biblically correct to call it except angels. But anyway, they were strong and mighty. So anyway, but this is just, a little Christmassy little angel. Of course, they have the cherubim and seraphim and all that cute stuff. We do hang stockings with our names on it. Do you?
I do.
You do? You do that. And then Deodra Dee Adams is like, girl, I'm ready to talk about some money. You out here taking our Christmas stuff.
You good.
And so
people spend money.
Here's my apron. And I'm not gonna lie. I promise you, I really just cook in my apron. But it still feel a little naughty because it's an apron. Oh my God. Yes, I said that on the It's All Love with Lisa Love show. And I heard I think when I posted this, because I seem like I had this for a couple of years now. And I think the first time I posted, somebody had something, to say, like, oh, you in that apron, put that on, girl, or something stupid. Because y'all know y'all just as silly as me. But anyway, it does make you feel a little naughty. I'm not going to lie, to have on a little apron. Okay, that's a whole nother show. That's another show. So what is the topic, Deodra Dee Adams? What are we actually addressing today?
Today we're actually talking about building a strong financial house. So really it's going to be all of the components, not just one central thing, because if you don't plan and truly build a house, then you're still going to fail financially. So just kind of educating people on what the components are of the financial house.
So I'm a visual learner. I get images in my head. It's not enough to say it. It's not enough to, And so while people are talking, and yourself included, Deodra Dee Adams, as she just said, the financial house, instantly my mind went to when I see a house being built. Literally, this is how my mind works. So my mind went to that foundation, the wood, and they pouring the cement and all that. And I literally am thinking, I could imagine if something is missing, then you're going to be falling through the ceiling, when you're on the second floor of the house, or it may not even stand, the wall's going to fall. And so again, I'm very visual. So as soon as you said that, like I said, I like the financial x-ray analogy she did. That makes so much sense to me. And then as we think about the house. So Deodra Dee Adams, tell us about this financial house.
Okay, so just a little bit. Our goal is to make sure that people are properly protected with life insurance, show you how to get out of debt as soon as possible, and make sure that you're on track to retire financially independent. And as a result of all those things being in place, then you can reach all of your goals and dreams, through retirement and things of that nature. So how we try to educate people is like, let's look at it as building a house. When you build a house, you build it from the ground up, correct? Okay. And so like Lisa said, the foundation is the strongest part of the house. If that's not in place, then everything else is going to crumble. So we look at a financial situation, the foundation being life insurance. Okay. And the reason why the foundation is life insurance is because, say for instance, you have a husband and a wife. The husband brings in $4,000 a month. The wife brings in about $3,000, $4,000 a month. If something happens to one of them too soon, God forbid, the other one is going to struggle because they're used to using those two incomes to help with the expenses, pay the mortgage, pay the rent, take care of the kids. And so when one of those incomes are missing, then the other person is going to struggle. So if that's not in place, then what we like to say, rent wealth until you become wealthy. So most people like, oh, well, I just want to save. I just want to save. So like I've actually delivered a claim before. And so I like to say, okay, well, what if something happened to someone too soon? If I go to the funeral and say, okay, well, I sat down with your husband, you and your husband, and you all saved $100 a month. And so a year later they die and I take a check for $1,200. That's not going to really pay for anything. And so we like to make sure that the life insurance is in place just in case something happens before they're able to save and become wealthy. Okay, so it's like I say, it's renting wealth until you become wealthy.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to share this really quickly. Tell me your thoughts about it. So so yesterday I watched D.L. Hughley. Y'all should check out his little special or something he has on. I think it's called Contrarian. I think is the name of his stand-up comedy piece. Well, anyway, he made a joke, and he was joking about his wife, and he said she was mad because he didn't get insurance on her.
Okay.
She doesn't work and doesn't have to work. Of course, he's the breadwinner in the home. And so there's insurance on him because heaven forbid should something happen to him, the family gonna be hurting. Hello.
Exactly.
So he was making a joke like, girl, ain't nothing gonna happen to us. We gonna be fine. We gonna be all right if something happen to you. You know, we gonna be sad, you know. And so he made a joke about it. And I'm not even gonna lie, I thought about you when I'm watching the show because I'm like, that's kind of funny. But really, in the case where you might have that stay-at-home person, the person who is not necessarily a breadwinner, would you recommend not having anything, or like, because I mean he's obviously in another bracket, but I'm just saying, what would you recommend in that
for middle income families? You're still going to need some type of income, because if you think about the stay-at-home parent, they contribute. They don't really contribute financially, but they take care of the kids. Yeah. So who's going to take care of the kids once they're gone? So now you got to pay for nanny, daycare, and things of that nature.
That's a good point.
Oh, they clean the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're cooking and everything.
That's
so now that they're gone, they're still irreplaceable, so you still need some income to.
Okay, DL. All right.
Along with having to bury them. Now, like you said, he's in a different financial bracket, but everybody else that doesn't have that money saved up, you still got to bury that person. So at least for burial. And then time, time away from work to grieve and things like that. So they really do still need life insurance.
And you raise a good point for a mom or dad, because I do know some stay-at-home dads who, like you said, they're saving the family child care, transportation, all of that. They're taking care of things, taking care of home and things like that. And you kind of take that for granted. But the fact is, you may need to go ahead and have some coverage, because not necessarily to replace income, but to be able to afford what they are saving you now. So got it. Okay.
And so just to go to the next piece, I don't want to just dwell on any one area today. We'll kind of focus on those
coming sessions. Okay. So life insurance is the foundation, y'all. You got to be protected. Okay.
Right. And then next is getting out of debt as soon as possible. So at that point, it's like if we put a financial plan in place, we can show them how to get out of debt sooner than what they're on track for. So maybe earlier, 5 to 15 years versus, I still got another 30 to 100 years, because student loans are killing people. So when you put student loans into the fact that people are like, I'll never get out of debt. You know what I'm saying? So we show people through the financial plan that I talked about, the X-ray, we show people how to get out of debt at least 5 to 15 years sooner.
And then in keeping with the whole house thing, because I'm walking with you now, is that the walls? Like, what is the getting out of debt? So we have the foundation, y'all, and then next step would be literally the walls and the structure, the infrastructure, that you build upon from there.
Exactly.
Got it.
And the reason, and most people can't even get to the savings portion because they have so much debt. So that debt piece is really important.
And that's important to me because that piece, as it relates to credit score and things like that, is important to me, because I don't know why recently I just had an epiphany, and maybe because of some of the challenges I faced recently, had to replace a car, had to, just a lot of stuff, and that with the proper credit score, that could be better than having money in the bank.
That's true. That's true.
Because your name, your financial reputation will speak for you. And so, of course, if you all have been trekking with me, the last time something happened with the little car, and I prayed, I was like, Lord, I need a car, no money down, yada yada. Pieces came together. I was able to do that with some help from a family member, and it was no money down, in a nice car. It was totaled. I share with you guys. Recently replaced that, had to come off a grip, but I said to myself, and I know I read this everywhere, guys, that when we're in debt, when our credit score isn't what it ought to be, we're paying more. We're paying more up front. It's just over time we're paying more.
Right.
We have higher interest rates, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So having that debt under control, getting the credit score where you want it to be, again, I just personally feel it's almost better than money in the bank. It really is. But go ahead. So out of debt quickly is what we want.
Quickly. And then that last piece is going to be savings, whether it be college savings for the children, retirement savings, or just even an emergency fund. So you should have 3 types of accounts when it comes to savings. You should have a short term, which is your emergency fund. Then you should have a midterm if you're trying to buy a house, buy a car, or something like that. And you're just trying to save for something that's in a short period of time. That's like a midterm account. And then your long-term account. And the long-term account is for retirement. Most people tend to have a retirement account, and they're like, oh, well, I can borrow from my 401k and then pay it back. Well, you're paying back the company. You know, you think that the interest is kind of going to you, but it's really going to the company. So why not have an emergency fund in place so that if something happens, that you will have the money, that you won't have to touch your long-term savings. Because a lot of times when we lose our jobs and things like that, or transition jobs, and be like, oh, let me pull my retirement out. Then we got to start all over again. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just having that emergency fund where it's set aside to where maybe it's 3 to 6 months of expenses that just in case you do lose your job, you'll have something in place.
Got it.
So,
and that's the roof.
so yeah,
of the house.
so pretty much. So that's like the roof, and then just, you know, with the midterm account, you can reach some of your goals and dreams with taking that trip you want to take, and having that, you know, that home that you want to have, and things like that.
Absolutely. I don't know why I'm straddling the fence about home ownership. That has been a personal struggle of mine just at this stage in life. I don't know if anybody else is out there. You know, you're in your 40s. Maybe you did own a home before. I've never owned a home. And I'm just like, do I want to do that? Then you listen to, what's her name, the Armand lady,
Susan Orman.
And you listen to her, and a house is a liability. It's not an asset. Then I got my girl Chase Sloan for chasing real estate. You know, she'll say, man, that's where you build wealth and things like that. So, you know, I'm always finding myself kind of straddling the fence. You have any thoughts on that? Like,
I own a home, so I'm just like,
no,
I'm just like,
I mean,
sometimes when things start falling apart, be like, oh, if I was in an apartment or if I was renting, somebody else would come take care of it. But once again, when I think about those repairs and things like that, then I also think that, oh, well, if you had an emergency fund, or so, you know, and then it wouldn't be so drastic as, I wish I didn't own a home because now I have to have all this money.
How old were you, if you don't mind me asking, when you purchased your home? And what would be a good age that you suggest? And what do you say to somebody like me? I'm 40 plus club. You know, should I be trying to secure? Because I'm thinking I want commercial property. If I buy something, I want something that's gonna make me money. That's just that's how I'm thinking. I could live in the back upstairs or something. You know, that's you know.
I was actually 23 when I bought a home.
You were young.
But I was young, but I had a child, and I realized it was like, okay, so I'm looking at these apartments, and I'm just like, but I wasn't raised in an apartment, so it kind of was just kind of like something that was like, well, I want my child to you know, it was. I had a conviction about it. It was like, oh, I want my child to play in the backyard. I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to succumb to the people in the apartment. You know, depending on what apartment you live in. You know, and so I did buy a home at 23.
And see, I leased homes for that reason. I leased home. Let me give them the big backyard. Let me give them their own little bedroom. Let me, you know, make sure and stuff like that. So I've leased for that reason. And then, of course, I got my friend, you throwing away money. And, yes, I know. But,
Right.
So, yeah. And then at this stage, shoot, they all got one foot out the door. So
Okay,
I'm really
right.
like, shoot, I'll go in the
Right.
high rise somewhere and be happy. You don't
Exactly.
even hear me, though.
But I think it's
You
really
know.
personal preference.
It's just a
it's
personal
preference.
preference.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like no
Yeah.
method to the madness
Yeah,
of it or
just
anything like
personal
that.
preference.
Personal preference.
I mean, I'm not walking around feeling like a failure or nothing like that.
Okay,
I feel,
right.
I'm good because I hear about the heartaches that go along with
Okay,
home ownership too.
exactly.
And I shared this story a while back. I have a friend who's in the medical field, and she had a major issue, a plumbing issue or something like that, and this stuff was gonna run over $8,000, whatever the warranty or whatever.
Right.
Nothing was in. It was all
Right.
on her. Now I will say she had a little grip tucked away. She had a little,
Okay.
and she, was okay. But still, and
Right.
she's on her own in her home and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, like, man, when you think, because I like the idea of calling somebody when something break. Hello, yeah, I'm gonna need you in
Exactly.
unit number. So life insurance. Let's get protected, y'all. Then we need to get out of debt quickly. And then we need the roof on the house with the savings, whether that's college, retirement, mid, what'd you call it?
Midterm, well, like short-term, midterm.
Short-term,
Yeah,
midterm
and
kind of savings
long-term,
just
right.
for vacations
Right,
and other
exactly.
things like that. Christmas, I don't
Exactly.
know.
No,
Okay,
that's true.
Okay,
That's
that
true.
fit. Okay,
Right.
So this is what we're saying is the makings of a financial
Right.
house. Any one of these things absent from it is really, you
Yeah.
really not.
You just really need to have a plan in place, and that's what we always say. Most people don't plan to fail; they just fail to plan. And when we don't plan, we get pulled in different directions. It's just like, oh, well, I got to pay my mortgage over here, or I got to pay rent, got to pay my life insurance over here. But what's the likelihood of everybody trying to come together and actually sit down with you and help you get your finances in order? And so that's where we kind of come in and like, okay, well, we can help you with all these things. Let's be your one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you have a plan in place, like that X-ray. Let's what's broken so we can fix it. Most people don't want to see what's broken, and so let's see what's broken so we can fix it. Or if you think, oh, I'm good, well, let's make sure you have that GPS that's going to keep you on track.
Love it. And then since we talk about X-ray and medical, y'all, what you don't know, and I'll share, is Middle Princess. Those of you who follow on Facebook, those of you who are listening on gmtradio.com/podcast, you may or may not know. But Middle Princess, my middle daughter, actually tore her ACL.
Oh, no.
She did, and we are scheduled for surgery tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
I'm bringing that up because I have a medical flex account at work, different from the health savings account, two different things. But anyway, I say that to say, kind of watch the spending for my family, realize, I need to make some adjustments. And so, you could pay ER, you could pay, there are some things
Right.
that even though most of it's covered, some things you come out of pocket. Oldest princess, she wears glasses, so getting her glasses and stuff like that. And so I say that to say, in this particular case at my job, it's a benefit because the card is loaded immediately. So what I said that you could take out over time, they give you up front.
Right.
So the card is fully ready to be used. That has helped with Big Prince, y'all may have seen on Facebook, those of you follow, had some allergy stuff going on, and I was running to that specialist and things like that. And I say that to say, I'm going to be honest with you, every time I swipe that card, I say to myself, Lord, if I had to just so you have these little things in place that kind of cushion, what you have going on. And I would definitely encourage people to know what you have offered at work. If you're working for yourself, know what kind of things you can create.
Right.
So that's where you guys could come in with providing some of that insight. And I talked to Susie Q, and matter of fact, we are ready. We should go ahead and probably try to schedule something for this month, because we're ready to sit down and just look at things. And maybe... You know what? Okay, so with Total Support Initiative, Saturday on the 6th, and Sean, if you're watching, I know that you're gearing up for us. She's actually going to be talking about home ownership and just preparing yourself, or leasing, because she leases property, she does all kind of stuff. Going to educate us, like the whole thing is where you live versus where you want to live. Like what are you really doing, where are you at? And so I know you have meetings all hours of, and this is kind of short notice, but I'm gonna put out there because and invite you, if you'd like to just come do a little quick thing and I'll give you all the details. And just that would be a nice piggyback, because once you're kind of making plans about where you want to live, what you want to do, and about to take on this big responsibility, even if it's just a move, preparing for moving, like you said, that midterm or that, then that piece could come in as well. It could kind of go hand in hand. Do you know Sean Parson of Sean? What does she call her? The Parson Group. The Parson Group. You can find her on Facebook, the Parson Group. Good people. And again, I don't put people in front of people I don't trust, and stuff. So we're doing that. Total Support is one of our mommy mixers. It's our series that we have going on, and we'll be doing that on Saturday for a couple hours. Okay, so I made a little note while we were talking, is that it's October 1st. So I'm going to go ahead and issue a challenge. I'm going to do it myself. I'm gonna try to remember to report back each week, y'all, and that is it's time for me to kind of take another 30-day look at my spending.
Okay.
Just 30 days. Remember, we had talked about you probably don't even know where your money's going.
Right.
And like, even when I think about maybe something that I've, just gone to an ATM and it was $3 and I'm rolling my eyes at the ATM, but they add up, and you might be like, hey, where am I? Well,
right.
Hello, somebody, that'll add up. And so since it's October 1st, it's a good time to kind of start things on the 1st, right? So I'm going to challenge everybody to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start that myself. So anything else you have for us?
No,
and
where to piggyback off of that,
Mm-hmm.
just get a little notepad, and every time you spend something, just jot it down. And then you're going to be more conscious. Either, does it really make sense for me to write this $2 down for this Coke I'm about to buy, or does it really make sense for me to swipe, or you're going to actually do it and then actually see where you're spending your money? So it's going to do one of two things, either make you aware of where you're spending your money, or make you conscious of, I'm wasteful with my money.
You're going to think about it.
You're going to think about it, definitely.
And I have to say, today I tried the yogurt at McDonald's. That's going to be on my list for today. It was good, I must say. And I did note, because I'm serious, it was big decisions at McDonald's. Let me tell you why. It was big decisions. There was sausage biscuit and the hash brown thing. It's $1, and people always tell you it was cheap. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. But I'm sitting there like, yo, man, I can save it. So then I thought about some other stuff. And then I saw the little yogurt stuff I had been meaning to try. Actually, it was $1.20 or something like that. But I'm just saying, that's it. I did have I tried a little something, but that's going to be on my list. And you might think those little things you just, but it adds up. It will add up. But I was proud of myself because I did want to not do all that bread. And so I'm trying to be conscious of my card. I'm not going to stop. Don't you tell anybody, or at least love getting off carb. No, I'm not. Thanksgiving is coming. Christmas is coming. I'm going to be carb all the way. But I am trying to be conscious
of it.
Trying to be conscious of it. So yes, guys, if you want to go ahead and join me for the 30-day journal, let's just see how we're spending our money. So I did mention, and I'm going to recap for the listeners, the things that we have to do, the things that I put out there for us to do. Lots of feedback I'm asking for, and I really want it because we're approaching the 1-year mark. Thanksgiving makes for 1 year of the It's All Love with Lisa Love show, and I remember doing a little subscription with the little radio folks, and I remember, not knowing what I was going to do and how I wanted to do it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm a little giggly because, it really is very invigorating to take on a project and take on things that, you feel alive. It energizes you. It gives you purpose. So, I hope you're encouraged by that, especially as you think about the new year. It's All Love with Lisa Love. We consider our new year to be December 1st. Hello, we're different. And then the official new year, of course, is January 1st. But as you think about that, what is that thing you're just sitting on? Just try it. I'm looking up. It's a whole year. I've been running my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And that time flew by, and I think about the people who've been on the show and all that kind of stuff. And I've had quite the ride. I've had some wonderful experiences. So here's the homework recap. Again, this is your girl, Lisa Love, with It's All Love with Lisa Love and our financial correspondent, Deordra Dee Adams. And before I go through this list, tell them where to find you again at I Educate Financial Solutions.
At I Educate Financial Solutions on Facebook, or you can contact me personally at 713-443-0129.
Fantastic. Hit them with the number again.
713-443-0129. 0129.
Okay, so here's your homework. We're about to wrap up. Here's your homework. November makes a year. Where are we going to celebrate? Red Rooster, what's your other spots? I mean, I could name a million of them, some of them. No, I don't want to. But we going to meet up, throw down. They're going to be like, what the hell going on over there? And we're going to tell them it's 1 year. It's All Love with Lisa Love. Haven't you heard? Where have you been? Right? So let me know, guys, so I can go ahead and get that together and I can start letting the world know that that's where it's going down. December 1st is It's All Love with Lisa Love. That's considered to be our new year. So as we approach our new year, I'm asking you and I'm challenging you. I'm giving you permission to think about your ideas, your concepts. What are you sitting on? What needs to be out there? And I'm inviting you to come grow with us. I'm inviting you to get on board. So we have a financial correspondent. We are looking for a fitness person. We are looking to replace our sports correspondent. Again, that fella out there, he knows who he is. He said, I'm intrigued. I was like, yay! So I'm going to be following up with him to see if he'll be able to join us periodically, because I mean, football and basketball, I mean, it's going to be on, so we need somebody talking about those things for us. December 8th, Showstopper Party Bus. Y'all heard me talk about them. You heard me advertise for them. Listen, we are trying to go ahead and book our Christmas lights excursion for December 8th. That's a Saturday, and it'll be kind of like nighttime, not too late, not too early. Park somewhere, get on the bus, and we roll on out. I'm going to go ahead and say price tickets at $50. I'm going to price tickets at $50. If you're coming as a couple, we'll drop it down to $70 for you. So you can, get with your girlfriends or whatever, y'all get together and get on this bus. It's going to be 16 to 18 passengers. I'll go ahead and provide something really, really good to eat. I'll make sure you have something really, really good to drink. Mm-hmm. And I'll make sure that you are very entertained. So the music gonna be lit. It's just gonna be a good time. I'm really excited. First time I've done the whole party bus thing for one of the Lisa Love events, but I'm with that. So this gonna be grown and sexy going and see the Christmas lights. So we'll have it for about 4 hours or so. That driver gonna go where we tell him to go, and we just gonna have a wonderful time. So if you're interested, I need you to reach out. I'm not gonna even go there unless I hear from a certain amount of people and we make it happen, and you put your money down, because everybody want to go till it's time to buy that ticket.
Right,
be like, hey, party bus, hey. And I'm like, okay,
right.
But okay, so let's make it happen. I'm telling you now. Hopefully you done been tucking away for your little leisure, in your budget. So also you're gonna tell me about that. If you want to get on board for that, I'll get you some details about how to make that happen. And so we're gonna lose that date if we don't move. So come on now, and I'm trying to get you in there, because I know once Christmas all that come, everybody, you got to use your finances elsewhere. So share with us the favorite aspect of the show. This is a time where we're reflecting. So you know how it is when the new year approaches and you're reflecting. How can I get better? What can we add? What can we take away? And so I'm really wanting honest feedback from you. I have thick skin. Let me tell you something. Okay, it's kind of like, it's paradoxical, if you will. It's like, I care what people think. That's why I want your feedback. On the flip side, I don't care what people think. That's why I'm courageous enough to do the things I want to do. Hello, somebody, okay? So it's like a nice little healthy balance. But I am asking for your feedback, because I don't want to just do something to be doing it. I want to get better and better. And I can handle the feedback. They say, you can handle the truth. I can handle the truth. So talk to me. So get on board. Tell us what you're thinking. We got November, December, and then, of course, we just rolling into the new year. So you got lots of homework. Well, how do I get in touch with you, Lisa Love? What are you talking about? So also your music people, we will be kissing it or missing it. So you can send tracks. There's like a little clause I have you write to give me permission to use it. I don't own it. I don't want it. But we will be kissing it or missing it. And you just be ready, because if they don't like it, it is what it is. So we're going to work out all of that and get some original music out there, because I just need some tunes playing in the background for us. So this is how you do it. Facebook. I'm on Facebook at I Am Lisa Love. That's like the regular little account, the page. Everybody has one. And then the Lisa Love page is Let Me Lisa Love You, Y-O-U. On Instagram is Let Me Lisa Love You with the letter U. So you can hit me in the DMs. You can inbox me on Facebook. Also on the website, LetMeLisaLoveYou.com. That's Y-O-U. There's all kinds of ways to message me. So you can click any of the tabs, click the back, go to contacts, and then just talk to me. So I'm needing that feedback. I'm going to be asking for it every week in October. And then when I stop asking you, I don't want to hear nothing. Don't tell me nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So Deidre Didi Adams said, build your financial house. She said to get that life insurance, build that foundation. She said to get out of debt, and she could show you how to get out of debt really, really quickly. You might be kind of moseying along, but she has some aggressive strategies to get you out of debt much sooner than you thought possible. And then she's also saying you cap off the house, you build that roof, and get that secured through savings, whether it's for college, retirement, emergency fund, or just those intermediate things like vacation. You know, you want to get that weave that costs $500. I don't know. Y'all got that. Y'all got that. And then so she said to get ready with that. Lastly, I close by asking you to do the 30-day challenge, which is to just write down what you're spending every day. You don't have to tell me. That's your business. I just want you to know what you're spending and just look at it, you know, and have that real self-examination. It's all love with Lisa Love on the on gmtradio.com/podcast. Of course, we appreciate you. You need to advertise with us. You need to get on board with us. Reach out. Talk to me. In the meantime, go love somebody. So I took myself on a date yesterday. Mm-hmm. Do you have all my numbers? Because this phone is off right now. Do you have all my numbers? Mm-hmm. You do?
How many numbers you have?
3.
I only have 2.
I have 3 phone numbers.
When that one thing bad, that's why I hit you in the DM.
Okay, no,
Okay, so it's a keep or discard. So
keep, finish, post.
Because it don't say.
Let me try. Let me try to do it.
I guess keep meaning the same.
It's not going.
Oh, let me turn it up.
My bad. Yep, because we still on.